Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/slash Tales from Tech Support. In today's episode, you bet I filter your mail. Use a different object next time or I am me. Are you unhappy with the service yet? Shadow IT, but they can't know we have this. Wait. Big raises for big talent. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. You bet I filter your mail. Use a different object next time or I am me. Back from my recent blast from the past stories to my current work. Very recently I get a call, someone from networks, slightly irritated I didn't get back to him same day on an email he sent me. Senior staff gets an insane amount of incoming e-fire, so we all have filters that move to archives the worst of the spam. Network sends us, and half the company, hourly updates of anything remotely major happening on the network. Thing is, we know exactly the moment they do too, or sooner. We more or less legitimately, let's say less, have access to the same tools and alerts they get, and they're less intrusive than long copy-pasta emails. Furthermore, we're often the ones updating the network tickets, letting them know, and leading to this spam to follow soon after. So this guy sent me an urgent email, using a network status alert as template and hitting forward. Tons of these every day, all filtered, and this one too. I explain. Networks, but those are high priority live updates, you can't just filter them. /u/bytewave, seems like I can. Just so you know, everybody is doing the same and not just to yours. I have 22 well-honed filters, and if I didn't, I'd spend an hour a day sorting mail. You can write us anytime you want, but don't use your default spam object if you want us to read it. Networks, well then, if nobody reads our hourlies, why do we even send them out? /u/bytewave, beats me, but keep doing it, it looks proactive and stuff. I'm sure it helps suits sleep at night. So, what can senior staff do for you about this high priority, already resolved network emergency? Networks. Well, we busted the SLA on this one. I need you to comment in the network ticket, explaining it was because your contractor didn't initially file it as a network ticket, and we lost 2 hours. Please. /u/bytewave, oh, start there next time. If it's about a contractor screwing up, don't bother with email, just IM me, I'll do it real time. I joke. Kind of. Networks, thanks. To this day, 75% of emails I receive are promptly moved to archives, and this was the only time it caused any issue whatsoever this last decade. The company continues to give even key staff ridiculously tiny mailboxes in an age where such a thing is almost unheard of in the industry, and every other department enjoys to CC as many people as possible on everything. All of Bytewave's tales on TFTS. Are you unhappy with the service yet? /u/bytewave, senior line, Bytewave, you may send me your ticket. Frontline, hey. I have a customer who has been called all night by a robot asking if he's happy with his latest service call and if everything is fine. He had to disconnect the line. He kept punching yes, also tried just hanging up, within 5 minutes he gets a new robocall. He called us 3 times about it already. /u/bytewave, 3 calls before escalation? Geez. Yeah, systems run this thing. I'll get it sorted out, please hold. Oh yeah, I sure know that one. Randomly happens, a bit too often for my tastes. Usually systems just remove the number from the database and all is fine. Of course that requires Frontline to escalate it, which the first 2 contractors amazingly enough, didn't. Systems. Did you turn it off and on again, and or which password would you like to reset today? /u/bytewave, nice. Bytewave from senior staff, your satisfaction bot is making a satisfied customer less so every 5 minutes. XXX555-6969. Systems, no problem, I yanked his number, should be fine now. I tell my agent, who informs the customer the harassment should stop, and that all should be well. Routine so far. I leave on break, and when I return, I take a minute to file coaching reports for the 2 agents that failed to escalate. Only as I look at the remedy tickets, a 4th popped up. The customer is calling again, same issue. The agent is on my floor, I go see him, wireless headset ready to call systems a 2nd time. Systems. Did you turn it off? /u/Bytewave, hey, Bytewave again. You sure you removed the entry we discussed 15 minutes ago? The customer is getting robocalls still, XXX555-6969. He's markedly less satisfied. Systems, huh? That's weird, he isn't on the call list anymore. Don't know what to tell you. /u/Bytewave. Did you turn it off and on again? Systems, funny, but no, I can't really do that during operation hours. I could make a CC to try it tonight. /u/Bytewave. You could have a CC, so that it gets taken offline every night at 9 p.m. Actually, you realize when this machine acts up, customers gets calls all night? Once I had one who didn't think about unplugging his phones and stayed up all night. Systems, heh, yeah, that shouldn't happen though. It's not supposed to call after 8:30. /u/Bytewave. Alright, I'll write up something about that. For this guy I have another idea, plan B. If you can't get the robot to stop asking you if you're happy, the next best thing is to be unhappy. Customers who say no are taken off the call list, and their numbers are forwarded to people who are supposed to make it right. So I tell my agent. /u/Bytewave, yeah, this isn't perfect, but it beats changing his phone number. We're going to have to ask the customer to tell the robot he's very unhappy with the service, and then select the option to be called by a manager. Frontline. That shouldn't be a problem. He's pretty pissed. /u/Bytewave, rightfully so at this point. I monitor the landline's logs after the calls end. He gets another robocall, obviously punches in the options he's been instructed to say he's pissed. And that works like a charm. No more inbounds on that line for the rest of my shift. All in a day's work for our dear satisfaction bot. All of Bytewave's tales on TFTS. Shadow IT, but they can't know we have this. There's some panic down below on Frontline's floor as our main diagram tool just went down under severe overload, and there is a big snowstorm. Lots of nodes are down, the boards are red, and senior staff is supposed to push network tickets to get the work started. Except that without our diagram tools, we are pretty much stuck in the dark ages, and it will take ages to identify the problematic nodes properly. Systems already confirmed a long ETA on the diagram tools. Boss, well, if it's down, there's no option but to do it the old-fashioned way. That requires manually correlating customer calls in a database until we have enough to reasonably suspect a node is down, with no way to confirm. It would delay compiling reports by hours, never mind field work. No thanks. /u/Bytewave, not in my backyard. I've long paid my dues to the analog age. I hit the KVM switch to our private server and log on Network's development version of the diagram tools, a beta version of the next revision. We have access thanks to a colleague who worked there a while and came back bearing gifts of the generic logins variety. The beta version is on separate hardware, minimal to zero usage, and much faster than our defunct live tools. Networks, however, is in crisis mode, and the two guys there wouldn't have time to even look at it. Frank, but even if we use this to get a full diagnosis, we can't file the remedy tickets that need to be filed without exposing we have access to this. /u/Bytewave, just trust me, not the first time. Amelia, Stefan, get the laptops with the spoofed Macs, jack them in and log into our server's portal to help me out with this. We can have a full damage report up in about 10 minutes. Boss, but they can't know we have this. If you file remedy network tickets with this data, they'll know. /u/Bytewave, Shadow IT is useless if you can't use it when you need it. They'll know someone filed the tickets, but they sure as hell won't know it's us. Boss, but it's all under your personal logins. I smirk. /u/ByteWave. Networks ain't the only ones with dangerously broad generic accounts. Our generic remedy training logins have full write access to live operations if you don't log in the closed training environment. And then it dawns on everyone. Within minutes, the extent of the damage is identified, and we log into remedy on the laptops with spoofed Macs. These belong to former hardware listed as dead, but that is still whitelist on the internal network. From there, logging in training accounts with generic identifiers, train 013, etc., we start filing the tickets. Soon after, network and dispatch have full lists of everything that's down, all filed under accounts that can't be traced back to us, apparently coming from machines that are long dead. Frank, this is perfect, but I wonder if it may still trigger a witch hunt over its systems. /u/ByteWave. Never did before. They probably will remove these 2 Macs from the whitelist and take down the 2 generics we just compromised though. Amelia, we still have spares anyway, don't we? I smile as I pull up the spreadsheets from our shadow server, where I keep full lists of decommissioned hardware that's still whitelist, and all the generic remedy logins. /u/ByteWave. Oh, we could do this all night. I wink as I show her. Take 2 Macs from the top, make sure they are still whitelist, unjack the laptops and clone them clean, would you? We might need them functional tomorrow. Then I look at what's happening to our tickets. They've all been pushed to high severity and dispatch is already sending techs out. With an outage this size and 300 calls waiting, not too many people ask questions when they're handed the answers. Boss, this is stupendous work that we don't get the credit for, but pizza is on me at the meeting tomorrow. All of ByteWave's tails on TFTS. Wait. Big raises for big talent. Manning senior line one night I get a out-of-house call from an unknown number, but it's coming through the normal queue, which usually means a road technician with a dead phone having to call from another line than his work cell, typically because his battery died, and he forgot spares. /u/ByteWave. Senior line, ByteWave. Hey! Are you the senior technician who got a road tech call about the job for account ID KTL660403 earlier? Unusual way to start, must be a subcontractor. I still look it up. /u/ByteWave. Nah, but I have the guy on this floor. Is something wrong? According to Remedy, this got resolved and you're off-site. Yeah, it's fine, your colleague did great, but I need to talk to him again about this a minute, can you patch me through? If he's off-site, he sure isn't calling from a customer's phone line about a previous job, right? Our tech spent a while on this job. Third service call at this address. My colleague Frank finally found the problem when talking to him earlier. /u/ByteWave. Yeah, as soon as I know the general topic and your employee ID. Long pause. Haha. You got me, you're good. No employee ID, but patch him through. Look, I'll be square, I have some great job offers on hand, set it up, and we can look at your CV too. Big raises for big talent. OMG. A headhunter who pushed redial. I often got poaching offers when working frontline, but it's the first time one got to senior line. /u/ByteWave. I take it you're the customer then? We're happy your situation got resolved, but please don't call this number again. We already have jobs and... Headhunter, wait. Don't hang up. At least ask him if he's happy, you're making him miss his best chance at the dream job here. Come on. I got it all. Sign-up bonuses, yearly bonuses, stock options, flex. Do him a solid. I laugh on mute. Wow. He must have been really impressed with how Frank cracked that one. /u/ByteWave. Hey Frank, I have a headhunter for you, any interest in stock options and yearly bonuses? We don't have those here. He laughs then. Frank, what? You're Kraz. A little louder in boss general direction ahem, I mean, yes, I'm very interested in bonuses and stock options, I'm shocked it's not part of the work contract. I guess unless someone can match the offer, I'll have to take the interview. Boss chuckles and rolls his eyes nearby. We all know Frank loves his job way too much. He's been barely able to say this with a straight face. I return to my overzealous headhunter. /u/bitewave, thank you for holding. I'm afraid we all love our jobs here. I'm going to insist that you don't call this line again. We're not allowed to speak directly to customers. Please try to poach us on LinkedIn like everybody else in the future. We're glad you're pleased with the resolution of your technical issue. Have a good night. Headhunter, weigh it. Extra personal days, teleworking, a low-pressure casual work environment, amazing career mobility. /u/bitewave, I'm afraid we got all that and we're already done. Have a good night, hang up. I add a flag to the account saying customer is a headhunter who may try to poach staff aggressively. Then I text the phone of the tech who was on this job, as it was an in-house tech according to the ticket, and I'm quite surprised he would have used a customer's phone to contact senior line. He emails me later. Road tech, yeah, I had to call from his phone. I have no idea what happened. I thought I had lost mine, yet I always keep it at hand. I tried to call myself first from his line, but it wasn't ringing. It turned up afterwards, shut down somehow despite high battery. That's aggressive headhunting. I bet he moved our tech's phone and powered it down just for the opportunity to maybe get to speak with us later. That's some sleazy and dedicated poaching. All of Bitewave's tales on TFTS.